This video content is not intended for children.
And this is Alex from Lebanon, a nice largemouth there doing the selfie thing on Old Hickory Lake.
This is exactly what I want to talk about today. Why would this guy fish back here? Just to compete with those two? Some kid and his mom? This guy in the boat could be anywhere. Why is he fishing right here in this tiny creek, competing with these two people on the dock? Welcome back to Realistic Fishing. Am I the only guy who cares about bank fishermen? It would seem so. Some people just don't want to get it through their thick skull that you don't have to compete with bank anglers when you're in a boat. What do we got here? 300 feet of waterfront, and for some reason, that guy in the boat just had to fish here. This is a public park, one of the most pressured spots on the entire lake. I just don't get it. It's going to be harder for you to catch fish, and now you're going to make it harder for everyone else. Personally, I want this kid and his mom to catch fish and have a good experience. Let's talk more about this while I fish a plastic craw. So I know what you're all thinking. It's a free country. The guy in the boat can do whatever he wants. Yeah, he can. He is legally allowed to fish here. He is legally allowed to park his boat right up against that dock and fish right in that same spot as those people if he wants to. But why? Why would you do that? It just blows my mind that some fishermen would rather compete with a teenager for the same fish rather than just go somewhere else in your boat. Not everyone has the luxury of a bass boat. Not everyone has the time to take the boat out. They plan their day around coming to the park and going fishing. Why would you purposely make it harder on them? I just don't understand. I mean, I can't be the only one who understands that increased fishing pressure makes it harder for everybody. So if you have a boat and you can literally go anywhere, why choose this place? Sometimes I wonder if they're just gloating. Like, look at me, I'm in a boat and you're on the bank. Don't you wish you were me? Honestly, no. If you're fishing in a boat at a public access area like this, I think you're a bag. This whole thing reminds me of a handicap parking spot. If you're well-abled, if you're in a boat and you have the luxury to park or go anywhere, why would you park in the handicap spot? Why would you make it more difficult for someone less fortunate? I know why. Because you're a selfish D-bag. You know, I pretty much feel like I'm the only one out here advocating for the inexperienced bank fisherman. I've done a lot of bank fishing videos in my YouTube history, probably close to 500 of them. So I know what it's like. I know how difficult it can be. Like I said earlier, public fishing spots are highly pressured. It's hard enough with all the people who are going to visit the park and fish today. Boat traffic is only going to make it worse. Let's say 20 people launch their boat today. 5 of them decide to fish this little creek. The fish see 20 lures plus my lures plus their lures. Do you think the fish are going to be easy to catch after that? I'm telling you, they're not. And let's just say the guy in the boat catches 2 bass. Do you think those 2 bass are going to feed again right away? Do you think they're going to bite a lure again? Nope. It could be hours. It could be days. They might even leave the area completely if they feel threatened enough. Again, why would you make it harder on someone less fortunate? I guess that's just the kind of person you are. Let the newbies catch some fish. Let them have some fun. But realistic. It's okay to fish all the way back to the dock. Hey, why not just skip that last 75 feet? Why don't you let someone like those people over there catch a fish? I have a feeling those people didn't catch anything. And I know that that boat stirred up this creek. I know that guy was tossing lures. I feel bad for those people. I mean, there's no telling how much of this water the guy in his boat covered. He could have cast over here 80 times and just spooked everything. Now imagine if he wasn't here. Would my chances to catch a fish go up? Of course they would. Would their chances for catching a fish go up? Yes. Do they look like they're having fun? No. I haven't seen them catch a fish the whole time I've been here. Fish. There's one for me. Despite jerk off in the boat fishing through this area, I still got one. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, here we have a bass that's about 1.5 pounds. Good looking fish here. I got him on a Texas rigged craw. Not the biggest fish, but I am very excited to get one. I know there's a lot of pressure at this particular spot. People always coming and going from the public park. Guys in boats, unfortunately, come through here and fish the same area. I feel lucky, and I'm proud of my skill set to still be able to catch this fish. All right, let's let him go. Let's find a deeper spot to let him go. Here we go. This looks good. So, how long till that fish bites again? Minutes? Days? Who knows? I do know that it's going to be harder to catch that fish now because of pressure. Like I said, I feel lucky, and I'm quite experienced with fishing these conditions. But these two over here, I don't think they're as experienced. Let's keep going. Like 1.5 pounds. You guys catch any? I see a lure up in that tree. It's like a small crankbait with a snap swivel. Yeah, so we got a little crankbait here, like I said, with a snap swivel. You don't want to fish a snap swivel like this on a crankbait, especially one this small. This is metal. This will sink. It will drag your crankbait down to the bottom, especially, like I said, a small one like this. All right, one bass and one small crankbait. Let's keep moving. And just like that, those people left. I asked the kid if they caught anything. The mom said they caught one fish the size of her hand. I'm guessing it's a bluegill. Hopefully I can get another bass. Let's see. I was kind of bummed to see that that kid gave up the fishing and instead sat at the picnic table and played on his phone. The point I'm making is pretty obvious, and some people just cannot accept that. It's a free country! I can be a bag to young fishermen if I want. You could. But why? Wouldn't you rather be a positive role model? Don't you want to see the joy on a kid's face when he catches his first bass? Like I said earlier, I feel like the only guy out here advocating for bank fishermen. They're not blessed with a nice boat, electronics, the best tackle. All they really came for is to have a good time. And when they get skunked, you know, that can only happen a few times before they totally lose interest. And I apologize for talking your ear off. I know a lot of people would rather just watch me catch fish, but this is important to me, and it seems like a lot of guys just don't get it. The best thing a boat angler can do for a bank fisherman is not fish that small area he is confined to. It's really as simple as that. You know, if a bank fisherman could walk on water, would you want him to walk out in front of your boat and fish there? No. Use a little common sense. Use a little bit of sportsmanship and be a decent human being. Fish. Holy cow. Okay. Easy, killer. Easy. Woo! Second bass of the day. Yeah, there we go. Nice bass here. About the same size as that last one, maybe a little bit bigger. Yeah, I got him right out here off the boat launch. Like I said earlier, I'm experienced with fishing pressured parks like this. I already know the guy in the boat came through here. I already know those people were fishing over there. It took me years to craft my technique. I've been on YouTube for now, what, 4 or 5 years? Learning to catch bass at pressured parks. The whole boat rant isn't for me. It's for people who are new to the sport. Let's let this fish go. There we go. So please, next time you're out in the boat, skip the 100 feet of shoreline here at the park. Skip fishing the dock at the boat ramp. Give the less fortunate a chance to catch some fish, some nice fish, so they don't end up like that kid over there, sitting at the picnic table, playing on his phone instead of fishing. The reason people become disinterested in fishing is because they don't catch any fish, and you're only making it harder on them when you fish the public park. Don't do it for me. I can fend for myself. I've got a lot of practice and a lot of experience. But do it for that kid. He's probably not too hot on fishing right now. Thanks for watching Realistic Fishing. Keep it realistic.